going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're back with some more T20 World Cup match reviews, the 35th match of the tournament. We've got India versus Bangladesh, and India get the win in the last ball of the flippin' game. This World Cup has put on some absolute beautiful games this tournament. Of course, there's always going to be the talk about the rain. We've had a few rain-affected games, but if you take those out of the equation, this has got to be arguably the greatest T20 World Cup we've ever had, and we haven't even got to the finals yet. So we just know in the finals there are going to be some great matches delivered come to the pointy end of the tournament. But hey, firstly, if you guys are new, subscribe. We're trying to push towards, that beautiful 10k subscribers. Comment down below your thoughts on the game and leave a like. It's all free. Just help the boy out. We're going to jump straight into the match review here. I won't waste too much of your time. Let's go. Here we go. Player of the match, straight into it, was the man, King Kohli. 64 not out. As I start coughing, excuse me. 64 not out of 44. Yeah, Virat Kohli, eh? Virat Kohli, eh? I mean, oh man. He's here to play. He's pretty good, isn't he, Virat? He's pretty good. Man, I just don't have much words for this, because we've seen the massive form slump that he had, and there were a lot of talk about, is he done in T20 cricket? Is he done in white ball cricket? Is he done in cricket in general? And then he pumped out that century against Afghanistan, and ever since then, it just feels like it's been an absolute butterfly effect of just good stuff for Virat with the bat in hand. And this is what we know him for. This is his destructive, very, very best. This is prime Virat Kohli right now. In fact, this is better than prime Virat Kohli, because, I feel like in them last 6 years since, 2016, where everyone would say that was his prime years. I mean, you go 6 years later, he's older, he's fitter. It's a way different situation than it was 6 years ago. And I think this is better. I think, to be his age, to be even fitter than he ever was. He looks like he's seeing it onto the bat as well as he ever has as well. He just looks like he's back out there having fun, just playing cricket and not being able to go out. I mean, we remember from prime Virat Kohli days where it was literally impossible to get him out. You just had to either get lucky that he got himself out, or he declared at the end of the innings in a test match, let's say. Or you just have to deal with him finishing in the match not out for about, 64 off 44. So, hey, Virat Kohli, player of the match, well deserved. I think KL Rahul was probably a little bit unlucky not to get it, but well deserved to the man King. All right, let's jump into the scorecard. India sent into bat first. I think they would have liked that at Adelaide Oval, putting a target on the board first against Bangladesh is actually the way I would have wanted to go about it as well. And where to start? Mr. Rahul! Woo-hoo! 52 off 32, 3 4s and 4 6s. This is what Rahul does when he starts, I feel like with Rahul, this tournament so far, we've been seeing him, just try and stay in. It feels like he's gone away from his natural game style of just stand and fucking smash the shit out of the ball from first ball. Just play your strokes, because we know when he does, he's unstoppable, right? And he was unstoppable for 50 off 32 deliveries, and then he just as soon as he got his 50, he edged it and it went straight up and he went out, which I thought was quite disappointing, because Rahul does this a lot. He gets to his half century, he's looking good, he looks like he's about to take down the entire innings, and then he goes out in a little bit of a silly way, and it's like, man, there was so much more out there for you, but he got the team off to a great start. You can't be unhappy there. Rohit Hitman Sharma, the skipper, is he done? Is he done? That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying it. I'm definitely not going to be the one who says it, but Rohit Sharma fans, I know there are lots of Hitman Sharma fans out there that are probably pretty worried about their favourite player right now. I want you guys to tell me in the comments right now, is he done? Is this Rohit Sharma's last World Cup? I mean, if India win this World Cup, I don't think you can take him out of the position, but man, he's not looking good. He is not looking good with bat in hand for the last 12 months now. Especially this World Cup, he's had an absolute stinker of a time here in Australia, and you know, for someone who plays so well in Australia, it's actually quite disappointing to see from the man Vardapar Sham. But hey, what can you do about it? Not everyone can have a good time. As we just spoke about the player of the match, Virat Kohli. I mean, he was exceptional. I don't need to speak about him again. Surya Kumar Yadav, again, he looked fucking awesome straight away. 30 off 16, hit 4 fours. I mean, he is the new number one T20 batsman in the world. He's officially gone past the man Zimbabwe on the rankings as well. So the man Sky is the number one batsman in the world in T20. And I mean, 30 off 16, he did play some pretty sexy strokes while he was out there. Mr. Pandya, Mr. Hardik, well, he went for 5, not great. DK, unfortunately, I mean, he hit a 4 straight away, and I'm thinking, hold on, DK, you've got 4 overs to play with here. Maybe he can just have a bit of fun at the crease. Unfortunately, Virat ran him out. Now, let's not lie to ourselves. As much as we love Virat, it was Virat's fault. If you watch the dismissal again, you see Virat kind of just didn't commit to it as early as DK did, and it put DK in a weird position of where it's either I get stuck halfway up the crease and look like an idiot, or I try and get back and try and get a single here. Didn't work, unfortunately, for the man DK Popper. He's not exactly having an amazing tournament either, because he just seems to get out in some weird ways, doesn't he, DK? And unfortunately, this is the sort of role that he plays. You know, he comes in at the last few overs, and it can either go one way. It can either go, you make 30 off 8, or you make 7 off 5 and go out. I mean, it's just what comes with playing that role. Axar Patel, 7 off 6. Yeah, but and then the man Ravi Ashwin, who, I mean, promote the man up the order, for God's sake. He can bat. We know that he spent his junior days as an opening batsman. Now, that was a long time ago. I mean, he is pushing 40 years old now, but Ravi Ashwin, I mean, he does it with the bat late, doesn't he? He did it against Pakistan, and now he does it here, 13 off 6, 1-4 and 1-6. It was pretty solid. I mean, Virat, everyone was hoping that Virat would get back on strike, but then you just see the man Ashwin just fucking tonk one for 6, and then next ball, he just puts it over the head for 4 more. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here, Ravi? What, have you been practicing extra hard in the nets, mate? I mean, shit. He looked good out there. Get him up the order. Maybe we've got to open him up instead of Rohit. Maybe put Rohit down the order at number 8 and then move Ashwin up to open. I don't know. You could try it. All right. The Bangladeshi bowlers. Look, I'm going to be honest. Other than Taskin Ahmed, Shakib bowled pretty well. And Hassan Mahmood took 3 for 47, but other than that, it wasn't really amazing bowling. And they had some really poor fielding efforts, did the Bangladeshians. Man, it makes cricket really fucking annoying sometimes when you just see the most easiest catches put down. It makes me want to like jump through the screen and just start like haymaker punching the guy who dropped it. Like, man, it's just like, what do you do at training all day? Like, do you practice batting? You practice your bowling maybe? But are you practicing your fucking fielding? I mean, that's what you do the most. You're out there for at least 20 overs of the game fielding. I don't know, man. There's always some weird fielding efforts with teams like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, even Pakistan, even India at some times. There are some very questionable fielding efforts, but India did field beautifully tonight as well. So all credit has to go to them. All right, into Bangladesh's batting lineup. They had a total of 185 to chase, and they started really well. Now, look, some rain did come down, and it shortened the game to a 16-over game. Hey, but this was a great game of cricket. It went to the last damn ball of the game. Let's go through it. Shanto, 21 off 25. He's okay, but I just don't see him. How old is he? How old is Shanto? He has to be young. Yeah, okay, 24, because I was about to say it's time to get rid of him. But, hey, shit, he's only 24, so you want to leave him there. Lytton Das, the man, the myth, maybe not the legend. If he won the game, I would have said that. But Lytton Das, he just started like prime Faf du Plessis or something. 60 off 27, 7 4s and 3 6s. He was batting just incredibly well. And then the rain came down. And then they came back out of the break. And then KL Rahul simply changed the course of this game. Bangladesh were on top. They were on track to chase this down and win the match easily in a second there. But KL Rahul makes it makes a beautiful run out. It changed the absolute course of this game. And simply, you want to say almost won them the game here, India. If it wasn't for that run out, Bangladesh probably win this. So all credit to the man. Rahul had an amazing game. Shakib, the skipper, what was the point of putting yourself up to number 3? 13 off 12, 2 4s, and then he went out in a pretty shit way. Afif Hussain going for 3, Yasir Ali going for 1. Unfortunately for Bangladesh, it was either Lytton Das and Shakib, or no one else can make runs, really. Nurul Hassan made 25, but the game was done. Look, you get into the last over, Arshdeep Singh, the man, the myth, the legend, that's right, the legend, Arshdeep Singh, had to bowl the last over. Now, it's a lot of pressure to put on, still a young kid who this is his first World Cup, but he is trained to do these very situations, and he did it beautifully. He did it beautifully, baby. Look, first ball went for 6, and I was starting to think, oh no, oh no, oh no, Arshdeep, what are you doing? And then he just came back with 5 incredible deliveries that won the game for India. He is the best bowler in the world. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He's leading the wickets at this World Cup as well. He is the number 1 T20 bowler in the world. I don't give a shit what anyone says right now. I think Josh Hazlewood is ranked as number 1. But if we're going off this World Cup, Arshdeep's the best, right? How can you disagree? He is bowling absolute bullets right now. And speaking of the bowling, let's get into it. Bhuvi Kumar, none for 27 off 3, was getting some good movement early as well, the man Bhuvi. He's been pretty underrated this tournament. He hasn't taken big clumps of wickets, but he has done the job consistently opening the bowling for India. And without Bumrah, someone had to take on that early bowling, challenge, and he's done it beautifully. So I think he's going to get a lot of credit by the end of the tournament, Will Bhuvi. Arshdeep Singh, the man, the king. He had a shit first over. He got hit for like 20 runs in his first over, and I'm thinking, oh, Arsh, that's just not the way we go about it here. But then, he's smart. He knows what to fucking do. He came back, bowled 2 beautiful overs, and then finished it off with the last over. 2 for 38 off 4. He's him. He is him. Right there, and this is why we said he will have a great World Cup, because he's a great bowler. Mohammad Shami, 1 for 25 off 3. Aksar, Ashwin, none for 19 off 2. And the man Hardik Pandya did clean up some wickets late as well. 2 for 28 off 3, so hey, India, they get the win. The last ball thriller over the Bangladeshians. For Bangladesh, what does this mean? Probably means they're out of the World Cup now, I would want to say. Let's have a look. Where are Bangladesh? Oh, they're in 3rd. So they had to win last night, the Bangladeshians, to pretty much go top of the table. Jesus Christ. But now India go top of the table. South Africa play Pakistan today, I think. Yeah, so Pakistan versus South Africa tonight. Which should be a ripping game of cricket, actually. That should be a great game, which will decide whether India... Pardon me, I don't know why I'm burping a lot, but that will decide whether India finishes at top of the table or if it's South Africa. I don't know if there's many advantages of finishing at the top of the table. Maybe you get choice of venue or something. I don't know, but hey, that's pretty cool right there. We've got a few games left in the Super 12s. this one today, which should be a cracking game tonight. This one, go Ireland. Australia versus Afghanistan tomorrow. Go the Aussies. Hopefully we can bowl them out for 10 and maybe finish it off in 2 balls. That'd be great. And then this match will determine my future mental health. So go Sri Lanka, right? I don't have too many promise for that one. And then, we've got South Africa, whatever. And then Zimbabwe, India. I think this is at the MCG as well, isn't it? Yeah, baby! I mean, they get the 2 best teams in the world to play at the MCG against each other. And that's probably going to be a packed house for that one as well. So, hey, that is how we're going to cap it off. India, undefeated at the World Cup this year. Is history repeating it? No, whoa! I just said they're undefeated. They lost to South Africa. Excuse me for that one. I'll edit that out. Best editor on YouTube. Hey, I hope we all enjoyed. Drop your comments, thoughts on the game. I hope we all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next one.